Hi, and welcome to the Hudson Valley Knits podcast. I am Amy, also known as Memers on Ravelry and Memers66 on Instagram and Twitter. This is episode 26, and I have already recorded the episode. I just didn't do the introduction, and I did it with a guest who if you've been watching, you've met Sandy already. So Sandy and I recorded together today outside of our favorite hangout, Peekskill Coffee House in Peekskill, New York. Right off the Hudson line, if you were down in the city, get off at the Peekskill train station and you could walk there. So Peekskill Coffee House is a great place to check out, and Peekskill is actually a really cool place to hang out. So anyway, before I go into the episode, I just wanted to give two brief announcements before I end this, and it is regarding the test knitter request that I sent out last episode. I have gotten plenty of test knitters now, and I just wanted to thank you all for responding. I have people that offered to do the charts, and I have plenty of people offering to do this written instruction. So hopefully you'll get a really good airtight pattern when it finally gets published. So I just wanted to thank you and let everyone know that I'm all set with the test knitters. Now, I also wanted to just bring up very briefly the senior love along. I talked about it last episode, but we're in the end of September, and October is coming, and then before you know it, we're going to be in the holiday season. So I have been really bad myself about knitting the washcloth, so I'm going to pick up the pace there too. And if you haven't already, please knit or crochet a 100% cotton washcloth. I'm going to be handing them out to seniors in nursing homes and during the holidays, when we get closer to the holidays, just to spread some love and cheer, and that's why we're calling it the Senior Love Along. So please spread the word. We have 224 beds at the VA nursing home in Montrose, New York, which is where I hope to be handing them out. I haven't contacted anyone there yet, but I will be doing that hopefully in the next week or two. And then I can let you guys know firmly when I will be planning on doing this. So I'm really excited about it. It's the seniors mean a lot to me, and so do our veterans mean a lot to me as well. So I thank you all who have already knit up some and crocheted some, and if you haven't, also check out my Ravelry group, because we have a thread for the Senior Love Along there. It's Hudson Valley Knits Ravelry group, and there is a sticky thread posted where you can post a picture for every washcloth. Post one picture, and there's also a chat thread where you can see all the prizes I'll be giving away, and you get one chance per washcloth, so knit or crochet as many as you can. All right, so without further ado, here is the episode. Enjoy.
I'm going to say, I have the bag in front of me because oh, now we're recording. Hi, everybody.
I didn't say a word.
Hi, welcome to Hudson Valley Knits.
Yeah, so Sandy and I are here together. We're going to share some of our works in progress, and Sandy has a finished object. And we're sitting outside a coffee house.
The Peekskill Coffee House.
Our favorite digs here in Peekskill. They're getting ready for a show at the Paramount, a doo-wop show. But Sandy and I are going to share our whips, finished objects, but we're going to also talk about, we went on a knitting cruise together, and we had a blast.
It was a lot of fun from Cornwall Yarns in Cornwall, New York. Hi, Gail.
Hi, guys.
Megan.
So, go ahead, Sandy, start sharing.
Well, okay, but I think I actually showed this on the last time I was on your podcast. I was working on the Song of the Seashell. I feel like Song of the Seashell. So, and here we go.
Oh, so beautiful, Sandy.
Okay.
So this is a paper pattern, right?
Right, it's from Inspiration Knits.
I'm going to hold this up. Oh, isn't it beautiful?
Inspiration Knits, Louise Zass Bangham, Song of the Sea. And I think I'll put it on The only thing is, and she does talk about it in the pattern, is that the edging curls up. But I think this will look pretty good with a shawl pin on.
Now you did a little bit of modifications, right?
Well, she does tell you that there's a different trim? Edging that you can use that won't curl as much. I can't imagine what it would have been like if I used the other edging, but I really am happy with it. I had told you that I purchased the yarn in Rhinebeck many years ago, and I always was wondering what would be the perfect pattern for it. And when I saw this Song of the Sea, I said, that's these colors. The yarn was dyed with indigo. Well, I washed it many, many times before I knit it, but it was blue all over my fingers, which I think I showed you last time. Mm-hmm. When I was done with this, I soaked it 3 or 4 times. I think I got all of the blue out of it. Mm-hmm. I also then, as a final thing, soaked it in vinegar. I found out from somebody who does natural dyeing that when the color bleeds, it's called crocking.
Crocking.
So
I never knew that.
I thought that was an interesting word to learn. And she also said that indigo, if it's not put in right, will crock forever. So I'm hoping that this doesn't crock forever. But I'll put it on, and Amy will chat with you for a second.
Okay, so I don't have any finished objects this week. I am working on the same projects, which I'll show you. I just started a row on the baby sweater. You're making me
here we go. Here we go.
Go ahead.
Should
All
I
right,
get a
go
little...
ahead.
Oh, I'm interrupting Amy.
That's
I'm
all right.
so sorry. But
This is
here, get a little
Sandy.
closer.
I think it looks great.
And it kind of matches my glasses.
Oh, would you imagine that? And your shirt.
Oh, maybe I'll just wear it till it gets 80 degrees later.
Well, it's warm.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, it is pretty warm today.
But it feels so nice. So if you see me in Rhinebeck, say hi. I'll probably be wearing this since I didn't knit a Rhinebeck sweater.
And she'll probably be hanging out with me. And I'll wear last year's Rhinebeck sweater because I'm nowhere close. Okay. Got enough room? All right.
Perfect.
So, all right. So, you working on anything?
Well, I have another semi-finished object.
Boy, I like your project bag, Sandy.
Yes, this is, well, I'll talk about that. Okay, this was from Stitch and Bitch, I think, or Your Stitch and Bitch. I made it years and years ago. It had some very, very thick felted handles on it, and so I put these on. Every once in a while, I'll use it. I don't use it that often, but, it looks really nice on the camera.
It does.
Okay, so this is the Regina hat.
Oh, this is beautiful. There's the pattern.
Okay, a couple of months ago, Amy may have told you about our road trip to the tent sale at Webb's.
The Webb's tent sale. Oh, sorry about the noise of the truck.
Okay, 1 second while the motorcycle goes by. And at that tent sale, they had yarns for $2, $1. I think that the yarn I bought may have been $1.99. I don't know. Let's see, what was it? I'll pull it out. It's called Barocco Abode. Barocco Abode.
Let me hold it close.
It's merino wool. It's thick and thin.
It's a very beautiful kind of a mustardy gold, yellow.
And I fell in love with these two colors. I knew that I always wanted to make this hat. I bring the yarn home and I realized that the colors that I purchased were the exact same colors that are in the picture.
Get out! Is it the same yarn too?
No, it's not the same yarn.
Wow, okay.
In fact, what's wonderful about this hat and the way the pattern is written is you can use any yarn, any weight yarn to make the hat.
Wow, that's great.
And that was a worsted or a heavier worsted weight yarn.
Do you want to put it on?
Okay, I did make this hat for myself, and while I was knitting it, Amy said, "Are you sure that's going to fit you?" Because Amy and I have big heads.
Mine's not nearly as big as yours.
Oh, thanks. Okay, so anyway.
Yours might even be bigger than Mark's.
I didn't, I'm not answering that. I didn't finish sewing on the shell yet, so I'm not exactly sure if I'm keeping the hat or if it's for my daughter.
Don't tell.
If she does watch this. Sometimes she watches it to get a laugh about Mom. But anyway, I'll put it on just so you can see.
Oh, I think it looks good on you. It looks very nice on you, Sandy.
It just seems seems a little
Sorry,
snug.
Eliza. I think your mom should
Eliza,
keep it.
I did show it to you, but I can knit you one because I have another skein of yarn.
Good. With the opposite colors or with the same color? Like,
Actually, I have enough to
to
do
do
it.
a whole hat, same
Yeah,
color.
because I
Oh,
bought
that's
2
great.
skeins of each of them, and it took a very small, like, I don't know, maybe a little bit less than half to do this part, and then this was a whole skein.
Oh, it was? Okay. Wow. Came out wonderful. I like it.
All right, Amy, you have something you want to show? Because then I'll show my work in progress after.
All right. So I'm in the middle of a row, but I think I can give you a good idea. I've done a lot on the baby sweater. The Wee Korea. This is Isalda's pattern. It was an adult pattern, and she let me get some of these strings out of the way. I got a lot of stitches on holders, but I'm basically down to the bottom, and I'm going to start knitting the garter stitch border, and then I'm binding off. So 14 more rows to go, and then I go back and finish up the sleeves. I'm going to make it long sleeve because the baby's due in November. And
do you taper down to the wrist, or is it just one?
it looks tapered in the pattern, but I haven't read the sleeves instructions
Oh, and look,
yet.
it has like a little
This is a
bunchy
pocket,
sleeve.
and these stitches are on hold for the pocket, but there's the little.
Now, I did say
Pocket?
to Amy when I saw those pockets, why does a baby need a pocket? Did you
I'm
go,
like,
to
hello.
hold its binky.
You gotta hold the binky. You gotta like clip it on the
And I'm
pocket.
like, okay.
Oh. So
I'm also waving to people as they walk by.
yes, there's lots of. We're in the
I'm
sidewalk.
not just waving to you.
We're taking up the sidewalk actually, but who cares, right? All right,
Okay,
so
Amy, first of all, you have to show the bag. Because
well,
that
I've
is
showed this
adorable.
bag. These are my. All right, now I can't say this ever the first time around. Canadian. Oh, I meant Canadian. Canadiana. Blah, blah, blah. Canadiana. I think that's the colorway of this striped sock. So I showed this to you last time, and I had a zigzag traveling stitch pattern, and it made my sock way too tight. I couldn't even get it on my foot. So I ripped it out like I told you, and this is what I've done so far. I've gotten through all the stripes, and I've done the heel flap, and now I have to do the heel turn. I brought this to knitting meetup the other day, do you remember? And I started
yes.
picking up the stitches for the gussets, but I had forgotten to do the heel turn, and I'm like, I had to rip it all out because Sandy was talking to me and distracting me.
Oh yes, that was fine.
I really love this yarn.
And that colorway pattern, the Hudson Bay blankets,
Yes.
that's featured in this issue of Vogue Knitting Magazine.
I think it's no secret now. I think everybody's seen that.
That issue?
No, a lot of people are like trying to get this sock yarn because Susan B. Anderson knit a pair out of this colorway and put it on her blog. And apparently I had already gotten mine as a birthday present.
If you
but now
used
it's
that
hard
to
yeah.
knit it for a shawl, would it also stripe? Would
Well,
there be
yeah.
enough length for that?
So the way it's dyed, according to the dyer, is
Where's the dye? Oh, wow.
so the rest of the sock is going to be all white. And
And
then
that's
at
how
the
it works-
end,
and
you're
that's
going
how
to
it
have
works
this
out?
stripe sequence again.
That's how it works out?
So when
it's
I
made
start-
specifically for socks.
Right. When I
Okay.
start the next sock, I have to start from the center, and then I'll get the colors again.
It's so incredible.
Yeah, the yarn is really nice and soft, and I'm really enjoying it very much. So that's my socks coming along. This is my portable knitting. So
Wow, Amy, I'm so thinking, when's my birthday?
your birthday is
In August.
August. So your birthday is the day after my son's. That's right.
I have another show in town. Okay, my son spent the summer in Sitka, Alaska.
Oh, that's a whole nother story.
I don't know if anybody from Sitka, Alaska at the store Knitting with Class on Harbor Drive is listening in, but I'm doing a shout out to you. I told Rich to stop by and ask them for yarn that was from Alaska to bring home so I could make a hat for him. And so he went in and he said, my mom just wants yarn from, that's from the local place. And so he brought this yarn, which is called Alaskan Sunset. It's sock weight yarn. It's absolutely gorgeous. And I'm sorry to say, when he brought it home, I'm thinking, are you really, really going to wear something with these colors?
He will.
And he loves bright colors. Anyway, sock weight yarn, knitting a hat. He likes really heavy hats. He often wears 2 hats. He's so cold. So I tripled the yarn. I'm knitting it with the tripled, and it's creating actually a pretty cool pattern. If Amy can bring that closer.
So you tripled
I
the
tripled
sock
the
yarn.
sock yarn.
Oh, I love the way it's coming out. And there's cables in there. How nice.
And now we're going to do a shout out to
What's the pattern name?
Stephen West.
Woo, I love Stephen
In his book 2, it is the Hogarth, is that how I say it? Make sure. Honegart pattern.
This guy is amazing.
And I made this hat a long time ago for Rich. He's worn it for years. And he wanted the same hat again, so that's what I'm doing. The bottom is monos. It's black monos that when I thought about it, I purchased in a yarn store. It was on sale in a yarn store in New Orleans, so another place I had visited with Rich, and I thought that was pretty cool that to have these yarns that came from different places that we've traveled
really nice.
to. I love the pattern, but doing some cabling with 3 strands of yarn really does hurt my hand, so I'm glad it's just every 4 rows.
A hat.
And it's just a hat, and also that I'm cabling without a cable needle because it's 2/2.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn how to cable without a cable needle, maybe we'll have a lesson.
Oh, there's lots of YouTube videos out there.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, there are.
What else you got?
But that's it.
That's it?
But
Okay.
what do you prefer, Amy's friends? Learning live or learning from a video? I don't know. Just write in and let us know.
What about you? I actually like the videos because you could rerun them, and there's lots out there, and they're convenient.
I tried to learn stranded knitting with the video, but I just couldn't figure out the tension. And they were having a class at Cornwall Yarn.
Yeah.
And Gail was the best instructor. I figured out the tension. I figured out how to hold the yarn.
Well, you showed that, I think.
Yes, right. All I need to do is get a lesson on how to Kitchener. Is it Kitchener?
Grafting.
Grafted.
Yeah.
Which is Amy's supposed to teach me, or I'm going to go back to Cornwall.
Teach
But I don't think I've tried to learn that online or through diagrams, and I just can't figure it out. And I think for me, it's always not the actual process, but the tension of it. How to hold the yarn, how hard to pull it.
All right. Well, I have some more stuff to show.
Okay, and I'll knit while you're chatting.
Knit. So I also am working on Mark's sweater, and I got a lot done since the last podcast. It's been 3 weeks, right? This is I'm calling it the Rhinebeck sweater for my husband because I'm trying to get it done because he is going to try and make it to Rhinebeck. Maybe you can help me.
Now we do know that Rhinebeck is probably 4 weeks from now. Yes, Amy?
Yeah, I know.
So put the socks down.
Yeah, but look at what I did. I haven't touched the socks in a while, actually. So here's where I was 3 weeks ago, and that's how much I got done. I started the armbands. It's curling in because it's reverse stockinette, but I'm almost done with the armholes, so I am almost done with the back. I have a couple more inches to go. We've got some big armholes going on because he likes things loose and flowy. But there's where I am with the back. It's almost done, and then I'll start the front, and if it's not ready, it's not ready, but I'm going as fast as I can. I haven't had
maybe it could be
lot of
a
time.
Rhinebeck vest. You could do like a temporary armhole trim and then pull it out to put the sleeve on.
I would never do that. All right, so I have that. That's going to be
Just
the
an
most progress.
idea. Just an idea.
All right. So I also
Okay, here
have
I
some
am cabling
spinning.
without my cable needle. If you're watching me.
Ooh.
Oh, did you make that?
I spun this.
And you labeled it?
Well, this is the label that was on the fiber, and it's from Highland Handmade. I honestly don't know if I showed this to you done last time, so I brought it. It's pitch pine top, felt in Polworth. It's about 4 ounces. I forgot to write down the yardage. I wrote it on the inside of the label, but a lot of good it does me there because I have it taped. But I did pretty good. The only thing I can say is I had a little left over, so I practiced some. This is all 2-ply, by the way. I practiced some chain plying, and it kept falling apart. So I did not twist this. I did not have enough twist in this, but I'm learning. So, and I love it, and it came out beautifully.
You know, I have a question for you, because when I was deciding to hold this yarn in triple instead of double,
Yeah.
I was thinking,
How do you do that?
Oh,
though?
I'll let you know that in a second. I thought, wonder what it would be like if it was all plied together. Like, I know when
You could do that.
could you? I mean, could
Yeah.
you? So that would
Yeah,
be.
you would just put them on. You would cake them all, and then I could put them on a lazy cake, and then we would use my hands and mini spinner.
Well, I guess you know what? I think if I don't use this whole skein up for the hat, I'd like to see
Try
just what it looks like.
See what it looks like. That would be
Yeah.
a great idea.
I get, you know, we really didn't talk that much about the cruise. We got
Oh,
started
yes.
on other
Now,
stuff.
So Sandy and I went on the cruise, and hello Knits and Giggles and all her gang from New Jersey. It was so great meeting you.
Yes, and yes, they were the sweetest people. And I have to tell you that Amy is like a mini celebrity.
No.
Yes, she went over to her. She said, I don't mean to be a stalker, but I just was wondering how such and such turned out.
Stop
and I
it.
was like, oh, this is so cute.
It was a
It was the
great
most gorgeous
time.
day. Maybe
It was
if you have
beautiful.
some pictures, you can put them up at the
I'm
end.
going to put the pictures, and I also have a couple of little mini movies at the end I might throw in. But I bought, so we had oh my gosh, I forgot her name, from the fiber company. Courtney was there, right?
I don't remember their names.
I think it's Courtney, and
I'm so bad with names. So
I
if you
bought a-
meet me, I'll say hi, but I probably will not.
she's
remember
the owner of the company, one of the owners. So there's two of them.
names.
Courtney
Oh, I
and
should have
Kelly.
brought the book along that I got, the pattern book. Maybe
Yeah.
next time I'll give it to Amy to show.
So I got some inspiration from Donna Dracunis, who is, when you see Stories and Stitches 4, she has a design in there using Road to China Light, and it's a color work, stranded design.
Those colors.
And I picked these colors to design my own stranded, hi puppy, my own stranded design. I don't know what it's going to be yet. It's going to probably be some kind of cowl. There was also a beautiful one there, a sample. I think it was Knitterella's pattern. It was like a cowl that was stranded using the Road to China Light. I got 8 skeins, and I just love the colors, and we'll see how it comes out. I'm going to play around with that. And then I got this specifically with Joey in mind, because I want to
yes.
design like a men's cowl. And
Oh, that's going to be so beautiful.
this is nice and bulky. It's this color kind of matches my son's eyes. He's got like blue-green
Yeah, that's
eyes.
exactly what I was thinking when you pulled it out. I didn't know that you had gotten that for Joey, but
Yeah.
yep, definitely. His eyes.
So I will make something for Joe with this. I bought 2 skeins of it. It's Tundra.
Notice how we knit for our sons, Amy.
It's my baby. But tomorrow's Rachel's birthday, you know.
Yes, I know she's finally 21.
My daughter's going to be 21 years old tomorrow.
Yes, happy birthday, Rach.
So my favorite daughter, I always say. And then she says, Mom, I'm your only daughter. And I'm like, that's right. So that's what I got on the trip.
We also took a little tour of the Hudson Valley.
Got a bag too.
Oh yes, I should show my bag.
Yeah, so I got a fiber company bag. Just as like
Here's mine.
So Sandy got one a different color, but you can see they got beautiful patterns. So that, I mean, that was just the start. So it had, it was like, well, how long was it?
3
Like
hours.
3 hours. And it had a deck upstairs and an indoor deck below. That's where all the yarn sales were. So we got a 20% discount too. So all of this cost less
Thank
than
you,
$100.
Gail.
That was
Thank you, Gail.
that was awesome.
And then we took a little tour through the Hudson Valley and ended up in Beacon. And Amy was
We went
raving
shopping.
about this yogurt shop, but we actually ended up in the ice cream shop.
No, we actually ended up in the yarn store. Imagine that,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Which, by the way, is
I
at
didn't
the
get
end
yarn.
of the street and a really, really adorable store. And Amy bought some other things there because they also sell other gifty items.
Like souvenir, gifty side, and then the other side was all yarn, which I didn't want to buy anymore. So I bought these beautiful gift cards from a local artist.
You know, Beacon is sort of a touristy town, and I thought, you know, if I was like thinking, oh, I wanted to make something, it would be a great store to go into because they had such a great selection of different weights of yarn and beautiful colors. It had a whole wall of Noro that was
I
gorgeous.
love this. But I also bought these greeting cards.
Come
Hello.
join our. Okay, can
Knitters.
Bear be on our bog?
Look at this puppy sitting there so
Bear,
good.
hello. Bear, say hi to the
Hello.
guys.
Doing?
We're having a knitting blog,
Knitting podcast.
knitting podcast.
Oh, I'm in an.
No,
You're
it's
in a
okay.
knitting podcast.
Okay, we're back.
Hi, sorry.
No, so basically on the gifty side, I found these really adorable cards, and they're from a local artist in Beacon. And look at that! It's a squirrel looking at the acorn. And if I see the fat squirrel at Rhinebeck, I'm giving this to her. But
I'm
they
sorry,
also
who?
have the Fat Squirrel Speaks is another podcast.
Oh, okay. Now I know.
And there's a dog, a bunny. I just love it. And here is a kitty cat. So I got those, and I bought like a little mini embroidery kit. So these are so cute. My sister was big into embroidery when we were kids. But that's the pattern, and it's basically a little kit that you can make your own barrettes with. So it comes with even the needle and the thread and little felt for padding the clip, and it gives you a clip, nothing on it to make that. I should have told you who this is. So this is made by, doesn't have it on there. Who's this made by?
What's the tripod there? So I ran to the farmer's market.
Threadfollower.com.
1 second. Can we pause for a second?
Sure.
No, you're on
Yeah,
the
right. Parlor, and on the counter I saw this little sheep sticking out its head. And I'm like, ooh, Sheep and Wool Festival, Dutchess County Fairgrounds, Rhinebeck. Save $3.
That's your cup of coffee, and
Okay.
oh, you know what's sad about Rhinebeck?
Wait, let me
Okay,
finish,
go ahead.
please. Let me finish. So there was a pile of about 30 of these on the counter, and Amy and I know a lot of knitting friends. Nobody seemed interested in the store. The store was really crowded that day. I grab all of them. Amy's like,
You can't take them all, Sandy. You have to leave some for other people.
I did leave some for other people, but I'm sure that these coupons are available all over. But definitely look for one before you go, and save the $3
Or
and get
find
yourself a cookie.
Sandy. Or find Sandy on the line, and I'm sure she'll have a few extra. Wink, wink.
Wink, wink.
All right. So just for posterity, I want to show you. This is the yarn store we went to.
Oh, okay, good to know. Clay, wool, and cotton.
Okay. Clay, wood, and cotton.
Oh, okay, and turn. No, I think is it wood? I thought it was
Wood.
wool. Turn around. This is an
Hold on.
email. All the old cars are coming up the street because tonight at the Paramount there's a doo-wop festival.
Yeah, all these classic cars and.
The Paramount is the most amazing
Hold on.
old style movie theater.
I'm gonna show it. Hold on. Wait. Where's my little?
It's on the top on the left.
No, that's a. Is it? No. Come on. Well,
Oh.
I'll take a picture. But anyway,
And they recently have new management and have had some of the really most great shows there. But think about coming down to our neck of the woods.
yes,
There's a great row of restaurants down the street.
There's
lot of
also
bars.
an Irish festival tonight. But this will be posted too late. But anyway, Playwood and Cotton. Here's the information. It's in vegan. And is that it? I think that's
Oh,
it. Wait.
I have one other thing I can show.
All right.
When I was in New Orleans at the yarn store in the French Quarter, I came across this really adorable
that's
needlepoint bag.
Beautiful.
And I thought, wow, you know, I'd really like to do needlepoint again. But then I looked at it and I said, nah, I really don't want to do needlepoint.
Hold on.
A friend of mine had been talking about wanting to do some needlepoint. And I figured, well, this is a nice small project, excuse me, for her to complete.
Is that a Nova?
And so I
So, okay,
gave
this
it
is
to
what's
her.
strapping.
I gave this to her as a gift. And on my birthday, in this wrapped present, was this. She completed it for me.
Aww.
And she even lined the inside.
Look at that.
And she put some money in it. Because she
Aw.
said, you know, every gift needs a little bit more. But I'm going to keep the coin in there.
That's great.
And it's just so pretty. And I guess you,
That's really,
Camelini, if you're watching, I
Aw,
love
Camelini.
you.
that's really nice. Camelini. All right. So that's it, guys. I'm going to go record a little more when I get home, but just thank you for coming, Sandy, because
You're
everybody loves
welcome.
you.
I'm glad to be at the coffee shop this gorgeous Saturday afternoon in Peekskill.
Yeah, let me just show you the car. I'm going to show them the cars. Hold on. Yeah, see, they're getting ready for a car show. There's the Paramount. They got some antique bikes and stuff, and a hot dog stand. And that's all she wrote? Chocolate? All the kayakers out there. Kayaking to the island.
Renovating.
Oh yeah? Who's paying for it?